Driving down these empty streets, rain's been falling like my fears. Every scar reveals the story of the nights I faced my tears. Cold wind cuts, but I keep moving. Headlights like a burning flame, searching for a sign to guide me through the chaos and the pain. But in the silence I find strength, lessons written in every mile. Though the road is rough and endless, I won't break, I'll stay a while. Hold on through the night when the world feels cold and wide. There's a fire deep inside, burning strong, you're not alone this time. Hold on through the fight, every heartache shapes the light. We're alive in this anthem of our lives. Saw your face in crowded places, words unsaid still fill the air. Memories like distant thunder, loud but fading. Somewhere their colors blend but don't define us. Broken roads that we must face, every step a little stronger, carving out a brand new place. And in the quiet I hold on to the hope that won't let go. Every scar becomes my armor in the story only we know. Hold on through the night when the world feels cold and wide. There's a fire deep inside, burning strong, you're not alone this time. Hold on through the fight, every heartache shapes the light. We're alive in this anthem of our lives. Guitar cries out, a voice for all. Bass pounding, steady and strong. Drums drive the pulse of our hearts. Piano weaves the night's own song. Strings swell like waves on open sea. Together they carry me free. Hold on through the night when the world feels cold and wide. There's a fire deep inside, burning strong, you're not alone this time. Hold on through the fight, every heartache shapes the light. We're alive in this anthem of our lives. So hold on, just hold on, the dawn will come, the pain moves on in this anthem of our lives. We find strength to rise and shine. Another day breaks with a heavy sigh. Streets feel colder, but I'm still alive. Hands won't rough from the battles I fight. Eyes on the horizon, chasing morning light. Every scar tells a story I won't forget. The road's been long, but I'm not done yet. I'm fighting through the night, holding on tight. When the world feels like it's breaking inside, love's the fire that keeps me alive in this storm. I find my fight. Memories flicker like a candle's flame. The good, the bad, it all feels the same. But in your smile there's a spark that remains, a gentle strength that calls out my name. Every tear has fallen to water the ground from the soil of pain. Hope will be found. I'm fighting through the night, holding on tight, when the world feels like it's breaking inside. Love's the fire that keeps me alive in this storm. I find my fight, crashing waves and shaking ground, but I'm standing, eyes wide and sound. Through the darkness you give me light. Together we'll make it out alright. I'm fighting through the night, holding on tight, when the world feels like it's breaking inside. Love's the fire that keeps me alive in this storm. I find my fight, no surrender, no giving in. With you this battle I'll win. Fighting through the night, side by side, in your love I take my stride. We started out on broken roads. A night was young and skies were cold. Your hand found mine in silent talks beneath the city lights and chalk. The pavement glowed with every step, a story inked we won't forget. Through every trial we held on tight, chasing dawn from endless night. And when the weight began to pull us down, you said there's more than here beyond this town. We spread our wings to the horizon light, facing storms with hearts that never hide. Every scar, every tear, a battle cry. With you, I'm stronger, reaching for the sky. Through the noise, the crowd fades out. Just you and me, without a doubt. The road's been rough, but here we stand. Dreams alive in our own hands. The thunder breaks, but can't contain the fire burning through. a flame that owns the night. We spread our wings to the horizon line, facing storms with hearts that never hide. Every scar, every tear, a battle cry. With you, I'm stronger, reaching for the sky. The past may wait, but it won't define how bold we dream, how bright we shine. No fear, no doubt can steal this fight. With love as proof, we'll rise and fly. We spread our wings to the horizon line, facing storms with hearts that never hide. Every scar, every tear, a battle cry. With you, I'm stronger, reaching for the sky. With every breath, reclaiming us, bound by courage, bathed in light. Our journey song, forever sung, wings to the horizon, forever young. I remember the night when the city fell asleep. Streetlights flickered like they were keeping secrets too deep. You and I in that old cafe, sipping dreams in a fragile way. Every word was a promise, every silence a prayer. And the night held us tight, but we weren't bound. In the heat of that moment, we found our sound, burning bright like a fire that won't die. Through the storms and the fights, we learned to fly from tough. The scars tell the chapters only we understand, built on resilience, freedom's command. Though the nights got colder, our voices rose in the face of the silence we chose to oppose, burning bright like a fire that won't die. Through the storms and the fights, we learn to fly. From shattered pieces, a new light grows in the heartache and hope. The story flows. Every tear forged a melody, every battle a rhyme. We're the authors of our fate, rewriting through time. No chains can hold the spirit that's alive. And every note we play, we survive. Burning bright like a fire that won't die. Through the storms and the fights, we learn to fly. From shattered pieces, a new light grows in the heartache and hope. The story flows. So here's to the nights that made us strong, the paths we took, the right and wrong. Burning bright in the endless fight, our song remains a beacon of light. Night settles down on this quiet street where we once carved our names beneath our feet. Street lamps flicker like the fading light of a love that fought hard but lost the fight. I see the fire where the embers lived, a story of hope only hearts could give. Like waves on the shore, you keep rolling in, tearing down walls built deep within. Though the tide pulls us apart, I'm holding on tight to every scar, every star from our midnight sky. Coffee cups and worn out records play songs of yesterday that never fade away. Your laughter's a breeze in the summer heat, carving moments that refuse defeat. The past is a flame, but I'm not burned. In every ending, a lesson learned. Like waves on the shore, you keep rolling in, tearing down walls built deep within. Though the tide pulls us apart, I'm holding on tight to every scar, every star from our midnight hearts hum against the seams. Every mile of memory stitched into the seams. Old friends fade in silhouettes and reviews glance, and the streetlights pass like fleeting chance. And the nights of canvas stretch so wide, I trace the lines where dreams collide. This is the road that leads me home, where broken hearts find space to roam. Through silent streets and stories told, I find the strength to let go, to coffee spoons and worn out boots, tales of love and fight, every step a chapter written in the fading light. Street corners hum with laughter, tears washed in rain, pressed pages of a heart that's known both joy and pain. And the nights of canvas stretch so wide, I trace the lines where dreams collide. This is the road that leads me home, where broken hearts find space to roam. Through silent streets and stories told, I find the strength to let go, to guitar cries and quiet bends, a soulful every note, bleed bass and drums, heartbeat the pulse of what's inside of me. Strings swell like rising tides, lifting the weight I bear. In this slow unraveling, I find you everywhere. This is the road that leads me home, where broken hearts find space to roam. Through silent streets and stories told, I find the strength to let go, to hold. And on this road, with every stone I walk, I breathe, I'm not alone. The lights go down, the crowd's a river of faces. Each one holds a story, a dream that chases. I pick up my guitar, fingers trace the strings, a melody born from the hope music brings. In this crowded room, it's just me and my sound, a tale of love and fight, where dreams are found. We keep the fire alive against the darkest night, through every battle cry, through every fight, from the smallest spark to stadium roars. Music's the power that opens doors. writing down the truths, wiping tears from our eyes. Every chord a promise that won't break or fade, a song of hope and courage we made. In the silence that follows, the crowd holds tight, a moment of healing, a shared light. Keep the fire alive against the darkest night, through every battle cry, through every fight, from the smallest spark to stadium roars. Music's the power that opens doors. When the world feels cold and the road is long, we stay on together, singing this song. Through the highs and lows, through joy and pain, the music lifts us up again. Oh, we keep the fire alive against the darkest night, through every battle cry, through every fight, from the smallest spark to stadium roars. Music's the power that opens doors. Keep the fire alive, don't let it die. With every note we play, we touch the sky. We met under the city lights, neon signs and restless nights, shared dreams written on coffee-stained pages, living through those phases. Your laugh was the soundtrack of summer's long days, chased the cold away. But like the tides we pulled apart, carried by the street's endless haze. Every word unsaid between us hung in the air like a storm. Yet in the silence I could feel the fire that kept me warm. These fires that won't fade, burning strong through the pain, through every broken dream and heartache they remain. We keep holding on even when the night is long. Fires that won't fade, they make us strong. I remember the quiet mornings, coffee warm, your restless yawning. Plans we built on hopeful ground, but life spun us around. In the mirror I see a stranger with your eyes, still chasing those dreams beneath open skies. Though the road is cracks and bends beneath our worn out shoes, the heart keeps beating rhythms we refuse. again. We started out just two young souls, caught in a small town haze, chasing fading headlights down those endless county roads. Your eyes are filled with stories no one else could ever tell, like a fire burning steady in a world both fierce and fell. And every night we swore we'd break these chains, drawn out but scars straight to our names. Wings beyond the horizon, we long to fly again, through the storms and to the silence, rising from where we've been. Every heartbeat is a battle, every dream's a fight to win. Hold on tight, keep moving forward. This is where the life begins. Radio was playing our soundtrack loud and clear, while your hands gripped the wheel and chased away my fear. We carved our promises deep into the fading light. The open air around us, dreams setting off like dynamite. And every doubt we faced, we pushed it far behind, with fire remember nights beneath the pale streetlight, when the city held its breath and stars took flight. You said forever, like it was our song, but forever's pages get turned to wrong. The skyline burns with every fading spark, but in the quiet I still hear your heart. So I rise from the silence, breaking through the chains, the storm inside that's washed away the pain. With every tear I've shed, there's strength I find, a fire born from the love we left behind. Walking down these streets where we used to dream, every corner tells a story, a broken scene. I hold the pieces, sharp but real, in every scar I learn how to feel. The night retreats, the morning paints the sky, and in the light I find the will to try. So I rise from the silence, breaking through the chains, a storm inside that's washed away the pain. With every tear I've shed, there's strength I find, a fire born from the love we left behind. No more echoes in a hollow shell, just strength to stand when my heart fell. The road is long, but I'm not alone. Every step is taking me home. I rise from the silence, breaking through the chains, a storm inside that's washed away the pain. With every tear I've shed, there's strength I find, a fire born from the love we left behind. So here's to the fights and the dreams that survive, the human spirit's flame alive, alive, alive. I still remember that old cafe where you laughed beneath the neon light. Coffee cups and tangled words, I was slipping softly into night. Your hand found mine unsteady and warm, a spark beneath the skin. We didn't need a story then, just the moment we were in. But the strings we played started to fray, the songs turned a little blue. hearts like vinyl, scratched and spun, chasing the truth we want to know. And the music carried us through the pain, broken chords in an endless refrain. From the heartbreak, hope would arise in the power of our open skies. Our voices louder through the fall, together we found strength in it all. Guitar strings hum the memories, the nights we stayed up to dream. Every note a bridge across the silence, every beat a healing stream. Fingers tracing every fret, like tracing back the past. Fragments of us in minor keys, but we've learned to breathe at last. Though sometimes the rhythm falters and the words seem far away, we find each other in the music, in the breaking of the day. And the music carried us through the pain, broken chords in an endless refrain. From the heartbreak, hope would arise in the power of our open skies. Our voices louder through the fall, together we found strength in it all. Let the electric strings wail, let the drums speak out loud. Every crash, every hum, a confession we shout. The piano paints the colors we're feeling inside. Strings swell like the tide, in this song we confide. Yes, the music carried us through the pain, broken chords in an endless refrain. From the heartbreak, hope would arise in the power of our open skies. Our voices louder through the fall, together we found strength in it all. In every heartfelt ballad, every rock anthem's glow, we find a place to heal, a place to grow. The sun's low on the horizon, where the sea meets the land. I walk these sands barefoot, holding memories in my hand. Every shell and driftwood tells stories I've known, of the times we were fearless and places called home. But the sky turns quiet, the tide pulls us apart. Yeah, your face stays alive, sketched deep in my heart. Waves crash like the heartbeats after all we've lost. You're the flame in the cold winds, no matter the cost. Hold on to the fire, let it the passion we carried, that's the path I'll break. Waves crash like the heartbeats after all we've lost. You're the flame in the cold winds, no matter the cost. Hold on to the fire, let it grow evermore. We'll find strength again on this old shore. Underneath scarlet canvases, we dare to dream. In the silence after storms, there's more than it seems. The rush of the ocean, the pulse in my veins, reminds me of hope rising through these refrains. Waves crash like the heartbeats after all we've lost. You're the flame in the cold winds, no matter the cost. Hold on to the fire, let it grow evermore. We'll find strength again on this old shore. So here beside the rolling sea, where time moves slow, I find peace in the passion only we could know. With every wave that rolls, a new story is born. In the heart of the night, on this old shore. The sun dips low, the city fades behind. I walk these streets with tight hands and open mind. Every step weighs heavy with the tears I've known, but in the silence I find a place to call my own. And though the night is heavy, my heart's a steady flame, a restless tide that's calling, never twice the same. Winds of change are blowing, tearing down the past, breaking all the chains that held me way too fast. I'll rise with every sunrise, stronger than before. These roads of love and struggle, they're what I'm living for. They're what I'm living for. The crooked lines of fate, they paint my face with scars. We met on a morning soaked in rain, coffee cold and hands bruised from work. You laughed about the crooked path. I saw a fire, but it was shy to burn. Stepped through years that wore us thin, every fighter's stone in our shoes. But through the cracked and breaking nights, your voice was the truth I'd choose. And when the silence stretched too long, I found my heart still beating strong. I'm breaking through the quiet, shaking off the weight of yesterday. A freedom carved from pain and fire, rising where the light won't fade away. Walls built high on promises frayed, every hurt a lesson learned too late. Still the sky pulled me with its unsung songs.